Have you ever wanted to explore Mars with Larry the Cable Guy?
Not really, but...
I have the DLC for you.
Yeah.
Far Cry 5 had some DLC. I bought the season pass thinking, hey, this would be pretty good. They've done some great stuff, like Blood Dragon. Their stuff hasn't been very good, though. We started off with, a Vietnam DLC that put a big focus on stealth, but just kind of told you to go somewhere. Then had an ending that made it really hard to beat without any helpers or doing anything, because suddenly you don't have any of your stealth mechanics, and you're left to face down like 50 guys coming after you from any one of 180 degrees of access points.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all.
Probably more. I mean, it's like, 200 degrees. It was a lot.
Jeez.
They were everywhere. But now, I digress.
Do you really?
Yes.
No? Okay.
Yeah, because I want to get on with Mars. So the Mars DLC is an improvement, but also kind of lame. Like, it takes something cool, like, a Mars exploration thing, and it ends up being really dull. You get laser guns instead of your regular guns, and you have to defeat the monsters to get, like, the currency to get these guns, but they're not, like... They're boring laser weapons.
Yeah, from when I did see of them, they just kind of...
The epitome of pew-pew. This was, like... The enemies were these insectoid, things. They were, giant enemy spiders.
Yeah.
And... Alright, I just don't know where to begin. You have to go around and you have to turn on these control nodes so that an AI can retake control. And they did that thing in... they did that thing in plots where they make it obvious that, like, a betrayal is gonna happen. But they did it too much all the time. Like, I would have actually been more surprised if it turned out that was a red herring and they really were trying to destroy all the insectoids, but they weren't. No, they just went straight with it. As soon as I got to that ending, it's like, haha, I tricked you. And of course, your pal Herc is there with you for the whole time.
Oh,
and Herc, okay, I can only tolerate so much of Herc.
Yeah, I in the main game, I only really kept him with me, like, if I knew there were going to be planes following me, because he had a rocket launcher. That's basically the only reason I had Herc with me. Other than that, it was Grace and Peaches the whole time.
And it's just like non-stop Herc. And he has something to say about everything. Everywhere you go, he has a new line of dialogue, which would have been okay, but then you run into the Spider-Man problem, where you hear the same lines over and over again, because what happens? If you die while you're at a certain place doing something, you will hear the lines over again.
Yeah.
So, you're doing a mission, you die, you come back, and he's gonna say that entire thing he said again, while you're just trying to do better on the fight next time, and it's really distracting and annoying because he talks a lot when he starts, and that was really annoying the game. They brought back tower climbing, and they did the other dumb thing where they knowingly winked, haha, tower climbing. Remember how that was gone? It's back again. Isn't that crazy? Because we're in space, and like, you're still making me do it, though.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, they're all jetpack themed puzzles, and that was helping. Having a jetpack in anything makes it better. So having that Mars jetpack was great, except for that one section that makes it unable to be used and kind of breaks the game.
Yeah, it was a lot like, because there are parts in the main game where you are without certain elements and you have to make do. So I think it was kind of like that. Yeah,
I guess it was kind of like that. It wasn't terrible, and it was much better than Vietnam, but it was a really mediocre experience. I didn't really feel motivated to do it. The ending was kind of funny, but and a better ending again than Vietnam in terms of the difficulty of the battle and everything. It was a lot more fun, but it's just I don't know. They didn't really justify this season of DLC the same way they did when they did prior releases. Like Blood Dragon and Primal were very interesting, fully fleshed out side games, whereas these new DLCs are like fractions of games. Like if you're gonna go up for a full expansion pack, either make it really short, you know, something like the Jensen stories in Deus Ex, or do like big ones like Witcher's, you know.
Blood and Wine.
Yes.
Yeah. And
This one just, it's more Far Cry, but with less stuff to actually do and less anything really motivating you to play it. Like, the only reason I completed this Mars DLC was because I wanted to complete it, but I didn't really have any motivation. I was just doing it, and like there were many times during it where I just wanted to stop, but I knew that it would be short enough that I could just get it over with. I don't think I made it out in the end though, because, you know, after everything was said and done, I feel like half of that time was a waste of time.
yeah. What I do like about Far Cry's DLC, though, is it's very separate from the game itself. Like, when you have games like Bethesda games, their DLC, you're still your main player character. But, like, in Mars, for example, you're Nick. You're playing as Nick.
Yeah.
Who is the plane guy, if you don't know. Nick with Herc as your companion. So, I actually feel like they could have done a lot more with Nick. Because he had a really interesting backstory in the main game.
He did, but once his story was done, it was done.
Yeah,
in the
I
game.
suppose.
It really was.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the same for all the followers. Like, you do
Yeah.
the one thing for them, and that's it. It's like the, you know, the loyalty quests, but less interesting for the most part.
Yeah.
All in all, if you just want more Far Cry, and I don't know what they're gonna do the next one, you could play this, but
The next one is zombies, right?
yeah,
'Cause
next
it's
one's
the
gonna be
three.
zombies.
It's the 3 comic books that you find within the main Far Cry 5 game, or the 3 DLC themes.
Yes.
So that
So
was
next
cool.
one's gonna be zombies, which, I mean, if I'm sort of interested because they're gonna do Far Cry with a zombie twist, so maybe
But it's
that
also
would be.
zombies, which is really overdone.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're absolutely overdone, but it hasn't been done in a Far Cry way. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of an open world zombie game, which there's a few, but most of them rely on, you know, finding, you know, they're very melee focused,
And
Far
survival
Cry's
mechanic,
a lot more about, you know, broad ranges to take on tasks, taking over strongholds and things like that. So there's like zombie strongholds. I don't
Yeah.
know. Either way.
Maybe they'll handle it like the feral ghouls or something in Fallout, that maybe some of the zombies are sentient or something. I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
See how Ubisoft deals with that.
What did you think about the season pass for Far Cry 5? Was it good, or was it a waste of time? Let us know in the comments. We reply to comments. We actually reply for real. And let us know. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, this is Chet from Hard Mode Gamers. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Click that like button, thumbs up, click that subscribe button. We appreciate anything you can offer, even if it's just a moment of your time. We have plenty more of this content available to you at our website at hardmodegamers.com or right here on YouTube. Check us out, and thank you.